guys, it's Sarah, and today is BookList Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday we bring you some sort of list or book topic that we feel like talking about for the week. And this week we are going to continue with our recommendations based on prompts that were provided in a fun sticker challenge that we saw on the Peanut Butter Taco Etsy shop. So I will leave Monica's Etsy shop link down below. She runs the Peanut Butter Taco shop. She makes planner stickers for the most part. That's mostly what her shop is. And then she also does make a reading planner, which I have been using and really enjoying. And I will leave all that linked down below. But we saw her post some of these fun fall themed challenge stickers, and it's kind of mostly centered around like thrillers and spooky stuff. And so we thought it'd be fun to take those challenges and give you guys a recommendation for them from books that we have read, and to give you one book that we have on our TBR that also fits into that challenge. So it's just kind of, something we recommend, something we need to read, and we're going to give you 6 challenges basically, because I'm going to do 3 challenges. Lindsay's going to do 3 challenges, and they're going to be different. So it's going to be fun. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to give you 3 different challenges today and give you a recommendation and something that's on my TBR. So the first one is a bad guy point of view. So a book that is told from the point of view of the villain. And for my recommendation, if you have not read it yet, please read You by Caroline Kepnes. This is the perfect book for this challenge if it's something you haven't read yet, because you are in the villain's head. It is told from second person. It's so good, you guys. So this follows Joe Goldberg, who works in a bookstore, and he stalks women. He stalks them, and you see that happen. You see him meet a woman. You see him become obsessed with her. You see him follow her around. He starts doing research on her, getting to know her, inserting himself into her life by accident. You see him justify everything he's doing, and it makes you start to be on Joe's side, which is not a good place to be. You're not supposed to do that, and you know that in your head. But as you're reading it and you're seeing him justify everything, you understand why he's doing things, and you're like, "You're fine, go for it, Joe." No, it's not good, but it's brilliant, and I love that book. It's one of my top 5 books of all time. If you haven't read it, please do. And then another one that's on my shelves, that this was recommended a bunch as from a villain's point of view. However, it's not written in first person point of view type thing. So I kind of struggled with that. I struggled with finding something on my shelves that was like first person point of view from the villain, but this one was recommended a whole bunch. So I went ahead and picked up Heartless by Marissa Meyer. And this is a retelling of the origin story of the Queen of Hearts and how she became what she is from Alice in Wonderland, and kind of the path that she took to get to be how evil she ultimately ends up being. So definitely follows the villain, although not told from first person point of view. I flipped through it to see, and it just isn't. But a lot of people said that this would count for that. So I'm like, okay, fine. I just couldn't find much on my shelves that would fit that prompt. But definitely, if you want to pick a book that's following a villain and the villain is the main character, this is a good one. The second prompt is past secrets. So some secrets that are coming up from the past, or secrets that could do some damage in the future. And for my recommendation, I'm going to recommend He Started It by Samantha Downing. I loved this book. This follows a set of siblings who have learned that their grandfather has passed. And in his will, he is requiring that these siblings recreate a road trip that they took when they were little. And they have to do it together. And only when they complete this road trip will they get their inheritance from him. Well, these siblings all need this inheritance. And so they decide they're going to do this, even though they're reluctant to. And they do. They recreate. They stay at the same places. They go to the same places to eat. They go to the same attractions that they went to with their grandfather. And so you're going a little bit back and forth. You're kind of seeing some things that happened in the past, and then you're seeing mostly what's happening in the future. And as they're on this road trip, secrets are starting to come out and things are starting to happen, and they're learning more things about each other and what's happening in their lives and why they need this inheritance so bad. It was really good. It was really good. I just didn't predict anything that was going to happen, and I had a great time reading that book. So that's a high recommend for me. And then one on my shelves that has past secrets that could be very damaging is A False Witness by Karen Slaughter. This is her newest release that just came out. And this one follows a lawyer who gets assigned to this case. And she has some things that happen in her past that she likes to stay away from because they could be very damaging to her. And she ends up being assigned this case, and it's from somebody who requested her personally. And so she goes to meet with her client, and it's someone that she knows from her past. And he has some things that he knows about her that she doesn't want let out, and some things that he can hold over her head. So that's kind of where this one is going to end up going. And the third prompt I have for today is neighbors. So maybe some sketchy neighbors. And the first one I want to recommend is The Couple Next Door by Sherry LaPena. I enjoyed this book. This one follows a dinner party that our main couple goes to, and they are living right next door. Like it's almost like a townhouse type thing. So their houses are connected, and they have a newborn baby. However, they decide to leave the baby at the house and take like their video monitor, with them so they can check on her because it's after her bedtime. So she's sleeping and all this stuff. So they're like, well, instead of taking her over here and keeping her up all night, let's just take the monitor and we can pop over and we can check on her, every hour or so. And we'll take turns, checking on the kid. And so they do that. They go next door and they're having this dinner party, and every hour, one of them is popping over to check on the baby, and she's fine, and until she's not. So one time when one of the parents goes over, the baby is missing. She's not there anymore. Obviously, a newborn baby cannot jump up out of the crib and walk away, so someone has taken her. So they are trying to figure out what's going on. The neighbors are acting kind of sketchy, and it's just like this whole mystery type thing. For one that's on my TBR, it's actually one that I just hauled, and that is The Neighbor's Secret. This is by L. Allison Heller. I got this from Book of the Month for the month of September. And this one follows a neighborhood that's very, I think that's kind of elite, like an elite neighborhood. Very safe. Everyone feels wonderful there. They have great friends. There is a book club that's very prominent in this community as well. And then there are some vandalisms that start happening, and it's targeting the women that are a part of this book club. And I guess maybe there's a reason why they're being targeted, and some secrets start coming out, and they start learning a little bit more about each other behind closed doors, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Okay, guys, that is going to be it for me today. Please head over to Lindsay's channel and see what 3 prompts she's talking about, because they're going to be different from mine. And I'm excited to see which ones she is going to be recommending and which ones are on her TBR as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, if you want to check out Monica's Etsy shop, I'll leave her all linked down below. And we will see you guys again later. Have a great day. Bye.